My personal highlights and most emotional moments of UFC 230 in this video. There were amazing scenes in UFC 230. I will show them in this video and what they meant to me personally. What touched me the most in that amazing event. Maybe a little late, 1.5 weeks after the event, but I still wanted to share my personal story. If you're new to the channel, subscribe now. This channel is all about fighting, sports, personal development and having fun. So subscribe now. Let's get into the story. Now in Switzerland the match was at 3 a.m. in the morning. Sunday morning 3 a.m. So I was really thinking whether this match is worth it or not. Last time it was Conor McGregor fighting, so that got me into that UFC. But this time I was not so excited. I was not sure. The main match was Daniel Cormier against Derrick Lewis. Then that rang a bell. Derrick Lewis, that's the guy that fought against Volkov in UFC 229, which was a very close match. And then Lewis knocked out Volkov. So this match had both in it. The reason why I don't like UFC so much and the reason why I like UFC so much. Let me explain. So first of all, it was an amazing match. Lewis against Volkov was really outstanding boxing. Actually, more boxing than wrestling. It was a great match. Then, this knockout was so cruel. It was a very tough knockout, a very good punch. And the referee should have stopped it immediately. All those punches are so unnecessary. I don't like to watch people getting punched in their face when they're helpless and defenseless. The referee should have stopped this match. And in UFC, I feel like sometimes they really take too long before they stop the match. Once I realized that it's that Lewis guy fighting against the champion Cormier, that got me and I decided to watch the match. And the main match turned out to be amazing in many ways that you probably don't expect yet. So me and the girls, we got up at 3 a.m. middle of the night and we were excited what we gonna see. It started with an amazing first round knockout. Then the event slowed down a little bit and we fought, not falling asleep, especially about, let's say, 1 hour after it started. The girls were turning around, their eyes like clipping. And yeah, as soon as I laid to the side, I also struggled a little bit until the Brazilian fighter Sousa entered the octagon. It was Sousa against Weidman, and this made a huge impression on me. Weidman fought really well, but got caught by an amazing right hook by Sousa. He grabs his legs. Sousa doesn't want to continue. First of all, this punch, it looked so harmless, just up here, but nevertheless, Weidman went down, and that was a tough knockout. He was defenseless once again, and Sousa really showing amazing fair play here. It's really big thumbs up for Sousa. I'm your fan as of now. After seeing that, I'm a huge fan of Sousa, because this is all sportsmanship. This is what it's about. He knew that Weidman couldn't defend himself, so he stopped. And it's at a risk, you know. I mean, Weidman could recover. If the referee doesn't stop the match, he could recover. He could come back. Sousa could lose it, but still, he played it fair. And really big respect to Sousa for that. He was not jumping at him. Instead, he was actually talking to the referee, telling him to stop it. And honestly, I don't understand why the referee did not stop that match immediately. He must have seen how empty the ice got when he got hit and fell down. And he should stop that match immediately. It's hard to find excuses for the referee not to stop that match immediately. It was so clear. And also Sousa tells the referee afterwards, I mean, why didn't you stop this match? You should have stopped it. I don't understand. This is really how people get hurt bad in fight sports. It's all up to the referee. If they're not able to give up themselves because they're knocked down, the referee has so much responsibility. He has to step in and stop the match on time. That is so important to avoid injuries in sports. So that got me all exciting. The main match was about to start, and me and the girls awoke now, ready for the main match. At the entrance, Cormier, he looked very, very confident. There was also this funny moment that me and the girls we enjoyed so much. We had such a laugh when Cormier was not able to take off his shirt.
Considering that 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗁, his teammate, was in the mix at heavyweight. But now that Cain has been out injured,
stuck.
and he shocked the
This
world
is such
by
a bad
stopping
situation.
𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗍𝗍. We can see that this weight class really is the best weight class for Daniel Cormier. And having that confidence.
Come on. And he talked about this in the press conference afterwards when he said, he thought to himself, wow, this is such a bad start to the match. I wonder how the match is gonna go after this start to the match. This literally just 2 chops this guy has there to help him get out of the shirt and put the mouthpiece in. And this was such a failure at the start. The match itself was really rather one-sided. Lewis trying to box. But Cormier is wrestling him down. He knew that is his strength, and he's not really into boxing, Lewis. Whenever he's got a chance, he's gonna grab him. Cormier is an Olympic wrestler. He's just really strong in wrestling. And Lewis did not find a recipe that night. Thing is also, Cormier had so many different techniques to apply. He's so knowledgeable about wrestling that Lewis really struggled in adapting to all those different styles and techniques and throws. So that was really tough. It was very one-sided here in favor of Cormier. And then in this situation here, I knew it's over.
His back, and Daniel's got one hook in.
Oh, that's it, Joe.
He's got the neck.
Looks like DC's under that chin.
He's got it.
There's the tap. Daniel Cormier defends his...
Now that is a happy champion, and that victory is so well deserved. He was so strong. And I think he has it right when he says himself that he's just too good and people really have to be prepared if they want to fight him.
One of the best in the world to even compete. And Derrick is good, but just not that level yet.
And then he challenges Brock Lesnar for a match.
Brock Lesnar, when you come, bring that brand new WWE title to I feel like being a WWE champion too. Let's go! Let's go, Brock!
And that led to a little escalation later where Brock Lesnar pushes him, but he retaliates just shortly after that scene and pushes Brock back. But I think that was just show, just hyping up the fight between Brock and DC. This is so wrestling-like. I think it's just show. Now we're coming to what really got my heart in UFC 230. And it's the thing, I post about this on my Instagram later, because that's the thing I think we really should be aware of, or those sportsmen idols should be aware of. Look at that beautiful happy family. That really touched me, and so I also made a post on Instagram. This is the best moment of UFC 230 for me. Daniel Cormier, great fighter and a lovely family. I got up at 3 AM to watch UFC with my daughters. Fight night is always something special for me, getting personal there. It's a personal family time. It reminds me how as a kid I got up with my father to watch great boxing matches live, like Mike Tyson and Sugar Ray Leonard and many more. It's true, it's true. And remember, kids are watching too. And champions become role models for passion, hard work, dedication, fair play, family, and positivity. Be aware who is watching and what role model you want to be as a sport. These were my thoughts when I watched this, and I also thought this man knows his why. Please like this video and subscribe to Story Spotlight, my channel, for more amazing stories. See you in the next one.